Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 115 of Before My Morning Coffee. Lisa Freed here, and I've got a rainy day ranch episode coming for you. I wanted to talk about radical bravery. I know I talked about it before, but I'm going to talk about it again because I think that there are very few practices that work as instantaneously as radical bravery to bring change into your life and into your business. If you want to freshen things up, if you want to brighten things up, then I invite you to play in radical bravery. Now, radical bravery can look like many, many things. It can be taking a step and being vulnerable and stepping into authenticity, into rawness, into realness. Or it could be doing something that is energizing and exciting and adrenaline pumping, heart pounding. Oh, my Lanta, what have I gotten myself into? Kind of bravery. You get to choose. You can mix and match, my friend. Now, in the last few days, I've had the opportunity to practice radical bravery. Now, what arena did I choose to do these in? Well, if you would have listened to my podcast, I think it was episode 113, I shared with you something that happened to me the other day in our cow herd. And that moment changed everything for me because it's something that has never, ever before happened in my life. And it removed a sense of safety and security that I've always had on the ground working cows. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't keep my wits about me. I'm not saying that I was ever in a herd of cattle and not, using the eyes on the back of my head to be paying attention to some things. But I am telling you that the experience, and you can go back and listen to episode 113 to hear what happened, really changed everything for me. So radical bravery looked a little different. It took something that wasn't brave before in my mind and turned it into an act of bravery. I've been walking through the bush looking at cows. It's really wet. We've been having some rain for a couple of days now, and it's really hard to drive a truck through the woods. Through the bush. Trees grow together closer than the width of a truck. Neat. Who would have guessed, right? Now, in this, walking amongst this cow herd, because of what happened to me earlier, being willing to even do that was an act of radical bravery. Another act of radical bravery was, if you follow me on social media, you know that we have come by a guest house at the ranch, which is really a 40-foot long fifth wheel toy holla, and we call it the guest house. It's really quite amazing in there. I love it. I've been spending a couple of weeks making it all cozy. And it's just amazing in there, except that the vent cover for where my daughter sleeps was cracked. And we were forecast to get rain. So that meant climbing this teeny tiny ladder up into the air, carrying a great big tub to put on top. Now, I can climb anything. I've jumped out of planes. I'm not afraid of heights per se, but what I do not do well is come down from great heights. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're up high and you have to turn your back on things and then your foot has to kind of feel around in thin air finding the ladder. That's never my favorite. It's never my favorite. It is especially not my favorite when I am sore and feeling harsh and like things hurt everywhere. It's not my favorite. But I did it. Not once, but twice, because I also had to weight down this tub that I had carried up there to protect this vent cover from the rain that was falling down. So those were two examples of, like, for me, heart pounding, adrenaline pumping, radical bravery. Last night in the middle of the night, now I will go more into this story tomorrow, but last night in the middle of the night, I got to practice some radical bravery tied together with another practice called outrageous honesty, and another practice called expansive gratitude. Now, these three practices are life-changing. You throw in playing in potentiality, and it is out of this world how amazingly powerful these practices are. And I spent some time going through them myself yesterday. And what a release and what a relief in the middle of the night when you can't sleep. And you'd really like to just be really friggin' angry over not being able to sleep sometimes. Have you been there? Have you ever been there? Ugh, I don't like it when that happens. Anyway, I want to share these practices with you. Not just in this podcast. Not just me telling you about them. But I want to walk you through them. I want to bring you on this journey alongside me in a program called Unbridled. It's a 3-week program. We kick it off next month in June. And it is just such a powerful group experience, an individual experience. If you're in a place where you're like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know if I can take on 4 different practices right now, that's perfect. That's perfect. You can do them one at a time. Pick them up and use them like you would a tool in a toolbox. Just because you got tools in the toolbox doesn't mean you have to use them all the time, every day. No, you pick and choose the ones that you need in that moment. And these are powerful ones to add to your toolbox. So if you're interested in Unbridled, you want to know more, hit me up, friedtlisa@gmail.com or Lisa Fried Tea on Facebook, or leave me a comment where you're at right now. And I will get back to you and share this with you. I wish you a day as beautiful as you. And I hope that you find a way to practice radical bravery in your life today. It just, it's like rain and sunshine on freshly planted flowers. It just makes things brighten up and come alive. I think we all need that after a couple of months of being inside. Again, I wish you a day as beautiful as you. I send you so much love from my rebel heart to yours. And I will be back again tomorrow with episode 116 of Before My Morning Coffee. And I'll be talking about either outrageous honesty or expansive gratitude. Bye for now, everyone.